Hey, welcome back. I guess I'm doing this. I never beat this game before. Is this the end? Is there a cutscene? Whoa. What is going on? What is this? I had a note about Tolstoy, but I don't know if I can pay attention to that. Ooh, that's a nice washing machine. I don't know. Judy. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up the walkthrough. What do I do? Sorry, I'm not gonna go at. Oh, we'll see. My internet's not working great, so. Clicky clock wood. Clickety clock, clickety clacky clock. Okay. Boo boo doo boo doo boo boo doo boo doo. Grunty's Furnace Fun. Grunty's Furnace Fun is a game show run by Grunto that counts as trying to make it to the end of the game board while walking to the different tasks. Each tile will require you to answer a question or complete a task. Winning will what? Each one? But losing will cost you a single honeycomb. Make it to the end to win the grand prize. Wow. Landing on the cell, Grunty will ask you a general question about events and locations of the game. Grunty will play a sound clip. Your job is to correctly identify. What? The music sample? Oh no. I have to get this. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. And then it's the final battle after that. I have a lot of notes. What should I do? Can I go back? Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'll do that tomorrow. There's a little teaser. So that will be the episode tomorrow, and then the final battle will be episode number 7, and it should work out perfectly, hopefully. I don't know. But I can't talk about my notes, so I have to pick the best note, because I'm only going to be able to talk about it today. Ooh, 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 I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm gonna die. Where am I even going? Clicky clock, clicky clock, clicky clock. Should I do Tolstoy or should I do something else? I actually kind of, you know what? Let's leave Tolstoy because I got to this part of the book which is interesting, where he's like transitioning into religion now, and he's like, oh, I'm a Christian now, and I'm still having a hard time with that transition. Like, how are you making that leap from what you just said to like now you're a Christian? I don't know. That's what I need help with. That's why I think this book could help me, because it's like, okay, everything you said so far makes sense to me. And if he ends up at Christianity, like, maybe I could end up being like, oh, I'm the biggest Christian in the world, and I love Jesus even more now, somehow. But I'll just say, basically, he says, rational knowledge says that there is no meaning. Irrational knowledge says that there is. Irrational knowledge he calls, like, faith. That's what faith is irrational knowledge. And rational knowledge is like any scientific thing. So like anything you think of with your reasonable mind, you can't come up with a meaning of life. But everybody has been living for so long. How are they doing it? Well, they're using their irrational mind. They're living on faith. And he said was one thing that I really liked. And then I'll go to a different note. See if I can remember it. when you're ignorant of something, I think this is true. You assume the thing you're ignorant of is stupid. And that makes sense. That works a lot for like stupid people when they're like, "Oh, I don't understand this. This must be dumb." But it's just because they don't. I don't know. I guess they just don't want to put the effort into understanding it or whatever. So he was mentioning that in relation to if I don't understand other people's meanings, then their meanings must be dumb. It doesn't really work because he has worked through it and he has been like, okay, I've used my brain as much as possible and there is no meaning. But then he's saying like there's billions of people who have lived and they've lived with a meaning just because I don't understand the meaning. Like when they explain it to me and I'm like, I don't get it. That doesn't make it stupid. So I kind of liked that thought process. Like just because I don't understand it doesn't mean it's dumb. No. Oh, that was a big fall. And I'm in the bramble. I'm in the bramble. No. Why are you doing that? Okay. I am in the bramble. I guess maybe the leaves help you get to like a special place. Maybe. Cause like look at these leaves. What's the note I was gonna do? Maybe that one. I did therapy in my car this week. That was interesting. That would have been impossible before, but I did it. Just because I would have been like embarrassed about people seeing me or something. I did that and it went fine. Bramble. I'm gonna die. You know I'm gonna die. Oh, I don't care. I just want one. I'll get the other two later. The other note. Okay. There was this person who came to our work and they were like helping people sign up for banks and stuff, and that was nice. They were helping people sign up for this credit union. And the lady was talking to me because like I was there, and that was interesting. Like I wasn't nervous when I was there. It was just me and that lady, and I was just sitting there. I wasn't saying anything obviously because I never say anything, but I wasn't really nervous about it. She's talking about her kids, and she has a kid in high school, I think. Yeah, she was like, oh, she's 16 or something. And she was saying she has to keep her busy to be a good person. She didn't really say that, but she's like, oh, like I take her to this place with horses because I'm like, I want to keep her busy, and I don't want to do this. I don't know what I'm doing. I gotta make sure I keep her busy because like this world can be so hard on kids and like social media and stuff. And I agree with all that. I can't imagine. I've said that before, but like I can't imagine being on the social medias and like all your friends are on social media and they're like with the pictures and it's so crazy to me that like I just got out right at a good time when I didn't have to really be on social media. I mean, it was weird that I wasn't on Facebook in 2011 or whatever. But it wasn't like everything. And it wasn't like when I was in middle school or something. It was a brand new thing. Like imagine if you're like 8 years old and like your friends are on Instagram or something. I don't know. Maybe you're not allowed to be on Instagram when you're 8, but I can't imagine. Anyway. I agree with that idea. Like, oh, she's doing horseback riding, and like that's good. That's like a good outdoor thing for a person, and like she likes it. And now she's volunteering at the horse place, and that's cool. I like that. But the way she phrased it kind of bothered me a little bit. She was saying, she's being like, oh, I gotta make sure. I'm like teaching her. I'm teaching her things like so. It's just whoa, bees. It's so dumb. You have a kid and then just make them do random crap so they don't do drugs. That was my note. What's the point of that? And she was like, you gotta work hard at school and you can't be idle. True but dumb. That's like the theme of this week. True but dumb. Why would you have a kid just to like make them do all this random crap and be like, this is my meaning of life problem again. Nothing in here for you. Oh, the bees don't like the bears. Because they take the honey. I have a feeling that that Gruntilda puzzle thing's gonna take like an hour to beat or something. Oh, I gotta be a bee. You got to be a bee. You have a kid and then just make them do random crap so they don't do drugs. What's the point of that? I don't understand why people are doing stuff. Like, why are they having kids? Why? I understand, like, once you have a kid, you need to be a good parent and you have to have them do stuff and you don't want them to do drugs, and that's good. But why? Why even start the process? I've never really understood, like, okay, like you have this kid and now it's like all this stress, like you gotta make sure they don't do drugs and you gotta be really hard on them, like you gotta go to school and get straight A's. She said that was weird. She kept saying like, oh, I gotta make sure she's working really hard and she gets straight A's and she has soccer practice or whatever. But like, why? I mean, I understand why once you have the kid, but why start the thing and put yourself in like all this stress with this kid and like you're just making him do random crap and like trying to wind down the clock until he's 18. So okay, once he's 18 he won't do drugs anymore, I guess, kind of. I don't know, this is kind of a dumb note, but shoot. Go. And that's kind of how I'm living my life, like just winding down the clock. Don't say that. Okay, I'm gonna go to Grunty Grunts and start it and see what happens. Cool jacket. This guy's got a cool jacket. Sweep. Can you get me? True but dumb. I can if I can remember, I'll name the episode that title that, because that's a good title. True but dumb. Everything is true but dumb. Like, helping people is good, true, but dumb. Like, why is it the point of life to help people? It's, if you think about it, it's kind of dumb. Okay, let's do it. Oh, no, I can't do this yet. I have to listen to the thing, that's right. I wonder if the questions are random or not. If I could just look up the answers. I'm just gonna do that, I don't care. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.